Hi there, David here, and in this video I want to share with you a really fun sound design technique that you can use to create almost any kind of sound effect. So let's just jump right into my project so I can show you what it is. All right, so here we are inside of Reaper, and I just want to take you inside of an actual design session of mine that I'm currently working on. It's a steampunk style of project, so a lot of like mechanical sounds and metals and woods and stuff like that. So yeah, anyways, this is it here. So yeah, so what I did and what the technique is and how it works is basically I import different types of sound files and I just kind of lay them out across an entire track here. So for example, for this top track up here, I had a bunch of like little gadgety sounds that I had. So I just kind of imported those into here and I just put them across. So it sounds like this. Right, so little sounds like that I recorded and designed. So I just laid them across like this. So I just took all the sounds from one folder, put it in here. I had another one down here, which I think were more like factory sounds. So things that were bigger or heavier. I think this is right. So stuff like that. I also had like chains, metal chains. Right, I had loops and a whole bunch of different stuff. So basically, I'm just taking like different categories of sounds that I have, like all based around this one category here, which is like steampunk, right? And I'm just layering them across here. There's no kind of rhyme or reason. And yeah, they kind of can be offset of each other. Even if there's like big gaps, like as you can see here, there's a lot of silence here and here. Like that's totally fine. The idea is that you kind of just lay it across and that's it. And then what I'm going to do here is, actually, I've already done this, but basically you want to export all of this all together into one big file. So that when you play it back, you know, right, you're going to get all of these like weird sounds playing together at the same time. So this, you can do this, like I said before, like with any kind of sound effect. It works great for like magic stuff, sci-fi stuff, like this mechanical steampunk stuff, right? So once you've done that, once you've exported it out, what I did is I imported it inside of a sampler here. And now what I can do is kind of sample through this huge file that I just created here. So if I just play now, right, that's just one sound. On here, by the way, I just put OTT just to kind of level out some of the frequencies, but that's it. And now I can scan across this file here and see what kind of sounds I can create. So like that. Now what I can do is I can just print this out here. Sounds cool to me. Right? I can even do different pitches if I wanted to. Really cool. So I'm finding that as I'm going through this, there's one sound that I don't like, and I already know it's this one here. So what I could do is I could just clear this one, mute it all, and then re-export this and put it back into my next into my sampler again, and then kind of go through it again without that one sample file. All right, so as you can see, I can come up with a lot of really cool like design sounds where I don't have to like try to layer things perfectly or anything. It's kind of like up by chance, kind of, and then you can come up with some really cool stuff like this. So what I'm going to try to do is I'm actually going to try to do another one here. So I just did that one here. I'm going to try to do a different version this time, maybe something a bit different. So I'm going to take some more loop sounds that I had. So I had different like loop stuff. So I had like, let's put these all together here. So these are different like loops that I recorded of different items. So I had like stuff like umbrellas that I was opening and closing in a loop, and wood tables that I was folding and unfolding, stuff like that, like a lot of cool things like that. So I'm just gonna put these under different places here. All right, so I'm just gonna put a bunch of these down here, and then we'll come back and see what kind of cool stuff we can create with it. All right, so here we go. I imported the sound file in here, and so what's different about this one is that there's no like metal impacts or anything like that. The sounds that I mostly used in here were just loops and things like that. So let's see what kind of sounds we can get. So to me, that sounds pretty cool. So I'm just gonna print that out. Let's try a different one here. Again, another cool one. I really like the sound of like these chains and stuff like that. So, right, it's just like cool, like cranks or something like that. I don't know. It's really nice though. So what's great is I can just change the play rate just based on like where I'm playing across my keyboard, and sometimes some octaves will sound better than others. That's cool. See, I like that one. I'm going to print that one out. Let's keep going here. Like really cool again. Another, I don't even know how. See, right, the cool thing about this is it's kind of up to chance, but at the same time, like you can come up with some really cool stuff that maybe you wouldn't have thought of on your own, right? So that's the fun part about this kind of sound design technique. The other cool thing is that you can try to experiment with just like playing multiple notes on your keyboard. Sometimes it can get a little chaotic, so you kind of have to be sensitive to that. All right, to me that sounds pretty cool. I'm going to try to print that one out too. All right, so that is it. This is the sound design technique I wanted to share with you. I hope you liked it and found it useful and valuable. Like I said, like right now I'm using it for more mechanical stuff, but I've used it also for like magic stuff, sci-fi stuff. It just totally depends what you're using it for, but experiment and have fun with it. So I think that's it for now. If you have any questions or comments, leave it down below. I always read them and do my best to answer them. Also, just a reminder to grab the free sound pack, the Sound Designers Starter Pack. Link will be in the description. All right, so thanks so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.